All right, so I'd like to start on our backs today. And please have your legs out straight, unless that's really uncomfortable for your back, and then you can modify and bend your knees. And I invite you to close your eyes. Feeling all the points of contact where your body touches the ground. Backs of the heels, backs of the calves, maybe the thighs, the buttocks, places in your back, maybe your spine, your shoulder blades. Just feel those places on the ground. Backs of the arms and hands. The back of the head. And let's take a deep breath in, nice and slow and long. And hold the breath for a moment. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing all those points into the ground. Feel yourself becoming heavier. Even letting the organs inside your body relax. Let your brain relax. And all the intestinal organs relax. Let your skin relax. Invite relaxation to cover you like a warm blanket on a cold night. See if your breath feels relaxed. Can you deepen your breath and keep it relaxed? Not grasping for breath, but just slowly letting the lungs fill. Letting that slow, long exhale relax you even more. On your next breath, reach your arms overhead. And then when you inhale, reach the arms longer. Keep breathing, keep reaching. When there's no more room for breath to come in, exhale slowly and let the arms relax back. Feel the breath rolling up from your belly to your ribs, to your chest, to your hands. As if the reach of the arms were an extension of the inhale. And the relaxing, the natural byproduct of the exhale, the undoing. Continue like that. Now on your next inhale, reach out of the left arm and the right leg. On the exhale, feel everything contracting back in toward your center. Perhaps even getting the sense on the inhale that the breath is not just moving up, but also down, that the fullness of your breath expands that right leg as well as the left arm. On your next breath, change right arm, left leg. Continue the inhale until there's no more space. Noticing if the reaching makes more space. So that the breath encourages the reach and the reach encourages the breath. Just seeing whatever relationship you notice in your body, in your experience, between the movement and the breath. On your next inhale, reach out of all four limbs. Almost like the exhale curls everything back in toward the center. But don't try to do that on the exhale. Don't try to do anything on the exhale. Just let the exhale be an undoing of what the inhale brought. Relaxing. And then let that come to rest. Turn the arms alongside the body. And just notice how the body feels now. Notice how the breath feels. Notice how your mind feels. And then bring the knees in, holding them with your hands. Just letting the hands rest on the tops of the knees. As you inhale, you'll straighten the arms and let the knees move away from you as much as they will with straight arms. And then on the exhale, let the belly drop, draw the knees in. Inhale, the knees come away. Exhale, as you breathe out and the belly hollows, see if that makes space for the knees to come in. And as you breathe in and the belly expands, see if maybe that can fuel that movement of the legs. So again, practicing with less of a doing and letting the breath initiate, maybe even carry out the movement. You'll help it along, but really see how much or how little effort is required when you respond to the movement of the breath. The next time the knees come in, hold them there. And then bring your hands around your right knee and straighten your left leg out on the ground. Flex your left foot. And continue to breathe deeply. Exhaling, the belly collapses toward the floor. And maybe the knee comes in a little more. Feel free to use your hands. And this time we'll hold the knee in. Rather than do that movement, just keep the knee drawn in toward the body. And then you can see when you breathe in deeply, when you don't make space for it in the belly by letting the leg rock away, where does that breath find room to expand? This is part of the benefit of this pose. Wherever a posture redirects or directs breath, you're feeding that life force into your body in new and different places than it normally goes. And that brings health and vitality. And it also allows you to exhale out whatever tensions or toxins may be in those parts. Now let's take the right hand, bring it inside the leg and around the bottom of the foot. And then lift the foot up. And I like to bring the left arm overhead. See if that feels good to you. Keeping the left foot flexed. Breathing deep and slow. Feel the openness that the inhale brings. And the release that the exhale brings. Where does the breath go? How does the length that you have on the left side affect the breath? How does this shape, this half happy baby on the right leg, how does that affect your breath? Okay, bring that left arm down if you have it overhead. Then the left leg. And we'll bring the right knee, right foot onto the left knee. Clasp your hands behind the back of your left leg. And then when the left foot lifts up, have the left foot at the same height as the left knee. Head relaxes down. And draw your chin down toward your chest, lengthening your neck. Flex both feet. Breathe deep. And then when you exhale, press your left foot toward your right foot. Stay with this idea of the breath, finding space and making space in the body and just exploring. It's nice to keep your eyes closed. If you're exploring something on the outside, you look with your eyes. If you're exploring something on your inside, helps to close the eyes. If that doesn't feel good to you, then if your eyes are open, just keep them soft and kind of just gazing on one spot so you're not looking around. Whatever the sensation is, can you try not to resist it? Can you relax and receive the stretch? Okay, now holding on to that left leg, release the right leg to the ground, straighten the right leg, and then just take the clasp of your hands to the outside of your left knee. That right foot is flexed, the left foot is relaxed, and as you exhale and the belly empties, let it make space for that left thigh to come in. Hold it there. Feeling where the inhale goes. This posture is called wind relieving pose. So when the thigh comes in here on The left side, it's massaging the descending colon. On the right side, the ascending colon. But then there's also this phenomenon, at least in my body, where when I'm blocking the breath on the left side, the right side kind of gets flushed with that oxygen. So it's actually creating a purification on the opposite side, as well as the massage on the side you're drawing your leg into. Okay, now we'll bring that left hand inside the left leg and around the bottom of the left foot. And then lift the foot. Try to line the foot up with the knee as best as you can. And if you can and you want, bring that right arm overhead. Good. Long, deep, slow breaths. On your exhale, relax the back of your left shoulder toward the ground. Let your body relax with the exhale. Just like when we began, see if you can have the sense of the body opening, maybe lengthening, maybe expanding, maybe just breathing with the inhale and relaxing with the exhale. If the arm is overhead, bring it down, bend the right knee, place the left ankle on top of that right leg, interlace the hands behind the back of the right leg, lifting the right foot to the height of the knee. Flex both feet, head is down, pull the chin in toward the throat. Just be curious about what the body does, what the breath does, what the mind does. See if there's a liking or a disliking, or maybe a tuning out. See if there's a striving or a resisting. Release the hands, return the right foot to the ground, turn the left foot to the ground, and then let the knees open out to the side, letting the bottoms of the feet come together. And rest the palms on the inner thighs. Breathing deep and slow. Let the hands really rest on the legs, and let the weight of the hands encourage the legs to relax. below the hands. Imagine that you can breathe into your hands, where your hands meet your legs. Just imagine. Release your hands to the ground. Palms are up. Feel the space of your inhale, the ease of your exhale. And then roll over onto either side. Let your top hand press into the ground to lift you up. And come all the way onto hands and knees. If your wrists are happier on fists, feel free to come on to fists. We'll line the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Close your eyes and really see if it feels like your arm bones are able to sink straight down into the ground, and your thigh bones are able to sink straight down into the ground. Make any adjustments that you need, if not. And then with all the weight on the arm bones and the leg bones, you can collapse the spine down. Just let it sink. Good. Notice what's happening in the shoulders here. We're going to press into the arm and just let the chest lift so that the upper back is now higher than the shoulders, and then let it sink again. So we're not doing a cat and cow. We're just pressing into the arm bones, letting the chest and upper back lift and then sink. Lift and sink. Good. Now we'll move it into a cat and cow. So let it sink. Curl the tailbone up. Breathe from the belly to the ribs to the chest. Reach the eyes up for your cow. And then on the exhale, curl the tailbone down, lift the belly, lift the ribs, drop the head. Good. Let the breath initiate each movement as you continue back and forth with the spine, with the breath. See if you like to push the arm bones into the ground again, just to help deepen the pose. Perhaps noticing as you exhale and push the arms down, you can get a little bit higher through the back. Last one. Come back to neutral spine. Then keeping the buttocks over the feet, not sitting on it, buttocks over the knees. Walk the hands forward. So those thigh bones are still going to be straight and vertical. Taking the arms as far as you can forward without bringing the hips forward of the knees. And then letting the chest sink down, perhaps dropping on the forehead, perhaps dropping the chin to the ground, or maybe the cheek. That takes you even deeper. Try, once you get into the pose, to surrender, to relax, to let go of the muscles, to let the bones drop toward the floor. And then let the breath flow through the body. Let the spine sink down as you exhale. Push into your hands, lift your head up, walk the hands in. Now sit on your heels, keeping the arms overhead, dropping the head down. Perhaps the head can rest on the floor. Feel where the breath finds space. And then walk the hands over to the right. Bring the right hand beside you on the ground. Push into the right hand to send the left hip back. Reach out even more with the left hand. And that long, slow, deep inhale. Where do you feel it? How does the shape of your body affect the shape of your breath? Where does breath not want to go? What does that feel like? Extend the right arm, walk the hands around to the other side, placing your left hand on the ground beside you. Push into that hand, sending your right hip back, and then inch the fingers of your right hand out longer. And see if the breath opens the space of the right side. Can you relax even more as you exhale? The more you relax, the softer your body becomes, and the more you're able to breathe. The more you're able to breathe, The more space there is for that breath and the softening, the more you expand. And the more you breathe in and the more you expand, the more you breathe out and the more you relax. Bring the hands back to center. Walk the hands in, rolling yourself up. And with an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. And release the hands down. Drop your hips over to the right side. And then your left foot will crisscross over your right foot. Bring the right arm behind you. And your hand will come as far over to the left side as possible. If you're able to wrap that hand around your left arm, go ahead and do that. If not, just leave your hand on your back with the palm facing out. If your hand is wrapped around your arm, you're going to try to slide that left hand forward. If not, then you're going to accomplish the same thing by pushing the knuckle side of your hand into your back. Either way, we're trying to roll that right shoulder open. Good. Now look over your left shoulder. What do you feel? How are you showing up for this? Are you opening to it, embracing it, allowing it? Perhaps there's some tension. It's interesting to notice that the tension that comes from wanting to make something happen and from not wanting something to happen is almost the same feeling. So if you're trying too hard, creating tension, which ironically thwarts what you're trying to achieve. Tension doesn't facilitate movement, doesn't facilitate flexibility, doesn't facilitate relaxation. Okay. And let's release that right hand. Bring it to the floor beside you. Push into the hand and just lift the hips up. Take that left arm and lift it up and drop your head back. Reach out of the fingers as you inhale. Relax and let your spine release back into the space behind you. A little more as you exhale. Good. And relax down. Take a moment. Drop the chin to the chest. Lift the chin. Bring the arms out in front of you. Lift your buttocks. Drop your feet to the right and your hips to the left. And relax your hands. And again, that right foot kind of intersects with the left foot. We'll bring the left arm behind and kind of inch it over as far as you can to the right. And again, if you're able to hold on to that right arm, do so. And the right hand will be on the ground, on the leg. Inhale and lift tall. Exhale, either slide the hand forward if you have your arm in your hand, or just press the back of your hand into your back to help kind of fold that shoulder blade in toward the spine, roll the shoulder open. And then we'll turn the head, looking over the right shoulder. Where does the breath go? Where do you feel it? Do you see a relationship between the position your body's in and where you feel your breath? Hopefully you're breathing deeply enough so that your breath travels in your body, has the opportunity to expand. Release the hand, bring it to the ground, push into the hand, lift the hips, and lift that right arm, drop your head back. Maybe pushing into the tops of your feet can help deepen your posture, bringing the hips forward a little more. Maybe breathing deeply and reaching out of the right hand allows some more space to come in. And then as you exhale and it comes out, dropping deeper into this backward bend. What are you feeling? Are you opening to this? Are you afraid of it? Are you not sure? There's no wrong answer. Just stay connected to what your experience is. And then release down, relax the hands, drop the chin to the chest. And then send the right leg out, send the left leg out. Pull the flesh of the buttocks back, roll the flesh of the thighs forward, and flex the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come down to the left, bringing the left arm inside the leg. Turn your gaze up, chin toward the armpit, unless that hurts your neck, and then bring your gaze down. Good. Press down through the legs and out through the feet and out through the right hand as you inhale. Exhale, relax and sink. Press the back of your left arm to the inner left thigh to roll your body open even more. Long, slow exhale relaxes you down. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Again, arm into the leg. See if that can rotate that right rib under and forward, which in turn rotates the left rib up and back, and opens the front of the body. Pressing out through the heels, out through the hand, expanding out with the breath, and relaxing down with the out breath. Inhale up. Exhale the hands to the ground in front of you. Then keep them close enough to you so that you don't have to round your back. In fact, use your hands to straighten your back, pulling the fingertips toward you. Let that bring your back ribs under and keep the spine nice and straight and long. Then as you breathe here, you might find as you exhale and relax, you're able to hinge forward from the hips without rounding the back. But if you feel like coming forward is just happening by rounding the spine, don't come forward, because then you're not going deeper into the stretch, you're going less deep. And try not to force this. Really just feel into whatever ease may be there as you exhale and surrender the straight body forward, however much it naturally can fall as you exhale. Inhale, coming up, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands down to the outer thighs and help the legs around to the front. Maybe you want to shake them out a little. And then bending the knees, roll down slowly onto your back. Once you're on your back, you straighten the left leg out and bring the right leg up. flexing the foot. Take a deep, slow breath in, pressing up through the heel, pressing the back of the leg into the hands and the hands into the back of the leg. And then on the exhale, stop pressing the leg, but keep pressing the hands. So again, inhaling, the foot pushes up, the leg presses into the hands press into the leg, creating some resistance. And then letting go of the resistance, relaxing the leg, and just letting the hands continue. And if the hands can slide up higher on the leg and you want to do that, feel free. If you like the variation where you lift your forehead, feel free. If your forehead is lifted, then lower it down. We'll bring the left hand to the outside of the left leg. Some of you might be able to grab hold of the foot, either on the outside or the big toe. Don't worry if not, just keep the hand anywhere on the outer leg. Bring the right arm out to the side, take a breath in. Exhale and guide that straight leg over to the left. Feel yourself releasing down into your outer left hip. And then from there, let the torso roll to the right, letting your head roll to the right. Sinking into the left hip. Relax the right shoulder down. And feel how the breath makes its way through the twist, all the way up into the right side of the chest, if you can, or wherever you notice it. Release your left hand, roll onto your back, even out your hips, and then lift your left leg, straighten your right leg on the ground. Both feet are flexed. I should say, actually, if it's too intense for you, then you can always bend your right leg. That's fine. Good. And again, inhaling, pressing the left foot up, pressing the back of the leg into the hand and the hands into the leg. And then exhale, relax. Let the hands continue to move toward the leg, but let everything relax. Feel the belly relaxing down toward your back. Feel free to lift the hands higher. Feel free to lift the head. If you're lifting your head, though, you want to be careful that you're not like straining in the arms and letting the arms come out to the side and creating tension in the shoulders and neck. Really just let the weight of the hands be heavy on the leg and let the elbows sink down. Stay with a long, slow breath and relaxing exhale. If you're not able to relax into the exhale, maybe try a lesser version. Good. Release the left arm out to the side. Cross the right hand to the outer left leg, or maybe the foot. for you flexible types. And then drop the leg all the way over to the floor on the right, feeling that outer right hip on the ground and relaxing it into the earth. And then just rolling the belly, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder, the head to the left. And keep relaxing down into that right hip, right leg relax. Let that foundation allow this twist to be soft and allow the breath to flow through. Release the hand, roll onto your back, hug the knees to the chest, and release the feet to the ground. Lift your tailbone, tuck it under, straighten your legs, shake the legs out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now. And just let the arms rest out away from the body with the palms up. And close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the body into the earth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw. Top and bottom teeth don't touch. The lips slightly parting. Inhale deep through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Let it just whoosh, clear away. Bringing attention just to the breath. And even letting the breath relax. No more trying to breathe deeply, or even trying to breathe at all. Just letting the breath breathe for you. Letting your mind feel the breath, however it is. Rest. Feel the sensation of breath. If the mind wanders off, no problem. As soon as you notice, you're able to bring attention back to the breath. And just stay with the breath. This one, and this one. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting everything go. Breathe into your heart, your fingers and toes.
Are you done with your meeting?
Shh. Reach the arms up overhead, take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Massaging the back. And then rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Waking up the energy in the body. And roll over onto your side. Feeling the body resting on the ground. Slowly press yourself up to sitting any way that you're comfortable. Letting your sit bones sink down, your head lift tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale the shoulders, relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.